I pray that Jesus blesses you in every way, that Jesus looks after you in every way. I pray that you know Jesus more and that you just experience Jesus more, that you also encounter Jesus more. And Lord was just showing me that there's many of y'all, I was seeing a vision in prayer where there's many of y'all caught up in darkness. And it showed me like two parts, like there's darkness and there's light. And the Lord was showing me to tell y'all that come out of the darkness and walk into His light. Walk into the light of Jesus. Because Jesus truly is the light in this world. He is truly the light in this world. He's the Son of God that was sent by God Himself. He gave His life on the cross for you. There's nobody who has given His life on the cross for you like Jesus. That is how much He cares for you. That is how much He is there for you. He's a great and mighty God that is there. But John 1:5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Jesus is the light in this world, and in Him there is no darkness. So when you come on the path of Jesus, and you come on His path, and you're walking on His path, no darkness can overtake you, provided you put yourself in the light. You put yourself on the path of Jesus. Jesus just strongly showed me this vision of many of you are walking, though you are in Jesus still, but you're in some areas you are just caught up also in the darkness. And the darkness keeps trying to pull you all away from the calling of God. And it's like Jesus kept telling me to tell you, like, come in, tell Him to come into His light, the light of Jesus. He's the light in the world. He's the true God, the living God that is there for you. And He cares for you a lot. He really does care for you. Coming into His path and His kingdom is what will lift you up. Because I saw many being trying to be pulled away from the calling that God has placed on your life. This is for so many of you all in Jesus. Come into Jesus more and more, because the enemy is trying to pull you all away from Jesus, pull you all away from the purpose that God has placed on your life. And God doesn't want you dwelling in the darkness. God doesn't want you dwelling in depression. God doesn't want you dwelling in pain. God wants to give you a fulfilling life. God wants you to move in His purpose. God is doing a move in your life. And for that move to happen, He wants you more and more in His path, in His kingdom. Because there's so many of y'all who are called to Jesus. At the same time, the enemy is trying its very best to just pull you away from God's purpose, to pull you away from Jesus, to pull you away from the light. And Jesus is the light that shines in the darkness. And He loves you greatly. He wants to do so many good and great, mighty things in your life. And for that, but you got to put yourself in the kingdom of Jesus. Put yourself on His path and see how much Jesus will do for you. Your life will change when you come to Jesus. There's many of y'all who I see caught up in darkness, and you're like drifting around in the world. And I'm just telling you one thing, one simple thing. Come to Jesus and see how Jesus will change your life. He will bring you out of many things. He will bring you out of many things out of darkness. He will bring you out of the darkness. He will remove you out of pits that you were in. He will change things for you. He will make things good for you. He will make things great for you. That is Jesus that I know. Because He has done that for me so many times. And I'm telling you this evening, that Jesus will do so many things in your life. There's many of you who are called for His purpose. And He wants you to wake up to His purpose that He has called you. Come into His purpose, dwell more into His purpose, dwell more in the kingdom, get more into Jesus. The darkness will only destroy you, but you will arise in Jesus. Jesus has a fulfilling plan ahead for you. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a bright future. That is Jesus that is there out there for you. And He wants to show Himself to many of you all. That He's just calling you out of the darkness. Come out of the darkness. Come into Jesus. His kingdom is different. His kingdom is beautiful. His kingdom is full of love, of peace, of joy, of happiness. Something which you will never find in the world. The world is so much darkness. There is so much disturbance. There's just depression everywhere in the world. But when you come into Jesus, there is peace like no other. There is love like no other. There is His joy that comes at all time. There is happiness that comes truly from Jesus. Just know Jesus more at this time, because He surely does love you. And He is there out there for many of you. He just tells me to tell you that He is there for you. Jesus, the great Son of God, is there for you. He's always been there for you. It's up to you just to see that and to know that and to experience that. I just pray that you know that and that you see Him and that you see how much He loves you and He's there for you. That is Jesus that is there for you. God bless.